I think,
Okay, I can start.
yes.
This is a young people's group in Belcher in 1949. My mother, Margaret Reeves, was the leader of it, and I think this is a picture that was in Miss Baker's yard in Dixie. There's Jolene Walters, family Jane McKinney. Looks like we're having a watermelon party. Can't tell exactly who these people are, but everybody's. Now this is at Wayland's house. There's Buddy Cone. There's Gertrude being a little pest. Edwina. And Wayland pushing on Edwina. And there's Trudy. That shows her personality. And Buster Carlisle. Francis Snell. Barbara McKinney. Buddy Cone. Buster Carlisle. Graham Reeves. Edwina. Graham.
That's Graham. Oh, that's Graham.
That's Graham. I think that's Sonny Stinson. And there's Wayland. Buddy Cone. And there's Charlotte swinging. So this must have been in their yard. They must have been having a party. Jolene always combed her hair and was real primpy.
What's her last name, Jolene?
Walters. And there's Buster. And there's Wayland. And that must be Daddy John's car. They always had a green car. That was, I'm sure it was a Buick because that's what they always drove. And there's Charlotte and Wayland. And that must be Wayland's Jeep.
He out about the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the treetop all the day long, hopping and a bopping and a singing his song.
There's Otto Sellers, who lived next door with Momo. His father was a doctor in Dixie.
They lived in the house with her.
They lived in the house with Momo. She rented the back room, I suppose, and the kitchen to them. That's Tommy McKinney and Otto Sellers and Charlotte. Tommy McKinney. And of course, they lived just 2 doors down from Carrie and Buford. And there's Charlotte with her cat. I don't remember that cat. Looks like Charlotte's telling those boys what to do. And Charlotte's reading the boys a book. She looks like what she's about 5 or 6 years old.
Are they older than her?
Tommy's the same age. I think Otto was about the same age too, but I don't really remember. She reads fast, doesn't she? Now what is that? Popsicle. She's treating her friends to popsicles and throwing the trash on the ground. There's Edwina and Buster. Edwina and Jolene and Belcher and Buddy Cone. Wayland and Gertrude and Buddy Cone. There's Gertrude and Graham.
I might not have got a facial of Gertrude, but I got her activity.
Yeah, that was her. Okay, then. This is in Hot Springs, and that's Carrie D and Charlotte and Tommy and W.L. McKinney.
Oh, that was W.L.
And
When the night has come
there's Carrie D and Charlotte.
and the land is dark and the moon
That's Gail
is
Gleason.
the only
There's Francis and Buster and Gail and Sonny. She went to Hot Springs with Sonny that time.
Oh, I won't be afraid.
looks like that's the zoo.
Stand by me.
The monkey.
So darling, darling, stand.
We always had a big group that went to Hot Springs. A lot of the Dixie families went.
Oh, stand.
Patty says that the Carlisles always went, both Carlisles, and sometimes Butler Dodson, and always the McKinneys.
That was your dad. We're there looking over. I have a snapshot of it.
There's Charlotte.
I won't cry.
Yeah.
I won't cry. No, I won't shed a tear.
There's
Just as long
Tommy.
as you stand.
There I am. And Wayland.
And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by
This was when we were in high school, probably. Wayland was probably a junior and I was probably a sophomore. Francis and Buster were probably both seniors that year.
I guess Thelma was in those pictures too.
Yeah, she probably was, because she was there. Who is that? There's Wayland. There the cars all lined up. We must be ready to leave. I think we must have rented cabins. I don't remember.
Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand
There's Daddy John and Charlotte. That looks like it's back at home.
whenever you're in trouble. Won't you stand by me? Oh,
And this is later at Shady Lake. There's Daddy John and Charlotte and Ann Dodson. Yes, he was, because Charlotte was in there. We didn't have boats with motors at that time. We just had those paddle boats.
Wheelbarrow motor. John Boy.
And there's Barbara McKinney and Rosebud, Billy Kelly, Wayland and Buddy Connor, and Genevieve.
You look like you always knew the camera was pointing to
I
you.
did. I like to be having a picture taken.
It was hard to find a picture of Dad. He never looked very close.
He moved real fast. Mom D told him to do that. There's Jasper Lynn and Margaret Reeves. This is at Caney Lake, and that's Francis now. We're playing a relay game. There's Wayland asleep at the camp in his bunk. There's Alan South, shaving for the day. Edwin Sylvester, who was the Methodist minister's son in Wayland. Danny Logan. Genevieve again. And I've got on Wayland's Belcher jacket. Justin Deere, Linda Carroll,
Moon, blue moon.
Dale Gleason, Yale, Francis Neal, Jasper Rosebud,
Dang, dang, for ding it on ding.
washing the dishes, all of the ladies, Thelma and Carrie D and Lois, Patsy Ballin, they went along and cooked for us when we went on the retreats at Caney Lake. So then we were the cleanup crew. I guess he was just there to
This was a
It was a young people's retreat, just our group,
brother was leaving.
Mother was leading it, and Thelma, of course, headed up to cooking. Gladys went, and we always laughed about Gladys because our favorite game was playing hide and seek. And when it was dark, Gladys was just freaking out. There's Jasper playing ping pong. Francis now doing their relay race again. We had a retreat every year. In the earlier years were at Caney. Later, I think later our kids went to Camp Alabama, but Caney Lake. There's my mother, Margaret Reeves.
Good night, sweetheart.
Jasper.
Well, it's time to go.
While we were at camp that year, I believe a plane flew over and stopped to tell us that Jasper's dad had died. And there was Ray Valentine.
I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Somebody flew over there to tell us that Mr. Lynn had died, and Jasper, they came and picked him up.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Oh, it's
They had cabins.
They had cabins. They were very rustic, though. They were real rustic.
and your
But
mother.
Camp Alabama ones were too merged.
Come on and kiss me, baby.
Anyway, those were some fun memories. And my mother led the youth group, and Rosebud was really into helping with playing the programs. They were playing pickup sticks.
Gee, I hate to leave you, baby.
Just some snapshots where we could get faces.
Yeah, Gil Gleason, and she ended up being Miss Louisiana.
Good night, good night.
I don't ever see Dorothy Freeman in any of these pictures. She's been with us.
Good night, sweetheart.
And Jim Harkins.
I'm gonna love you. Good night, sweetheart. And
I have a lot of pictures of you because you always looked at the camera.
Well, a lot of those are duplicates, though. Okay, now 52. This is at Montreat, North Carolina, and I was on the Senator's Youth Council. That was Wayland, and he went with us, my family, to Montreat. And that's my mother and daddy, Charlie Sheldon, who was a preacher, and he was leading up the conference. That was Betty Zimmerman, a friend. And there is Wayland. He ended up going with us on that trip. Wayland had just graduated from high school in 1952. And so he went with us. And that was another person that was on the youth council, Margaret somebody. Ms. Williamson from Spring Hill was the leader, and that's Sam Williamson, or Paige Williamson. Another person, that's Sam Williamson. Ed Stock, that we were with at Southwestern also, but he was on the youth council. Ed Stock. And there's John Bradshaw, who Wayland knew from Belcher. His daddy had been a preacher in Belcher before we were there.
So Dad had already graduated.
He had already graduated, but he went on this trip with us, and then we went on to Virginia.
So he was not at college yet. He was just
He
out of high
was.
school.
And we went to, this John Bradshaw. We went on to, I think it was on the way home that we stopped by Southwestern. That's still at Montreat.
It isn't fair.
Wayland at Monterey. He didn't like Lake Susan. It was a little bit cold for him. It's like ice. And these were costumes. Every year each state had a costume, and we were representing Mardi Gras with our costumes. We had to make those before we went. We covered those hats, and so at some particular time we wore those. Each state wore their costumes, and ours were quite showy. The guys had vests, and we had the skirts and hats.
Go rockin' Robin, 'cause we really gonna rock 'em tonight. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree. The wise are loud, the big
I don't remember where we stayed at Monterey. That was the cafeteria, but I don't remember where we actually stayed. I think the time Wayland went with us, we stayed at the Copeland's house. I bet that's their house. And we ate all of our meals there, and that's where we got the pie that I make all the time with rich crackers. That was the first time we had that, so that was in 1952. That's an old recipe. And so Wayland had a separate room there. But that's bound to have been where we stayed, because that's the only time he was in Monterey. But my family went every year. I don't think we went but one time. One time I stayed and went to camp for another 2 weeks, but that we weren't with us that time.
They started going steady and bless my soul. He out about the buzzard and the Oreo. He rocks in the
Lake Susan was like a ice chest. It was freezing, and when I stayed at camp, we had our swimming lessons at 8 o'clock in the morning. You talk about cold. The instructor, of course, couldn't get in the water. She just stood there and said, "Y'all get on in." There's Lake Susan. But Wayland must have taken the camera with us.
So is that him most likely taking this?
I would think so, because I don't know. Well, you must have been, because they didn't make videos of things back then. And I'm just sure, and see, the girls always wore a rubber swimming cap.
Were the videos more common than still pictures?
I don't ever remember any videos back then.
I've seen still pictures.
I really don't remember. Well, people just didn't take pictures like that. Well, your folks had it really early because they took pictures of y'all. You must let me take a few. Okay, and then when we left Montreat, we went on to Virginia. And some of these were in Washington. My daddy was not the best driver in the world. And so we always were just in a panic while he was driving in Washington. It was not nearly as bad as it would be now, but he made it through Washington. And he got lost one time, and we stopped at a lady's house to get directions, and he had on a red cap. And when he went up to the house to ask for directions, it had faded down on his shirt. When he got back to the car, we laughed at him because he looked like he had blood running down his
just
head.
another day. They all gather around
That
me.
must be the Potomac.
They seem to know my name. We laugh, tell a few jokes, but it still doesn't ease my pain. I know I can't hide from a memory, though day after day I've
John
tried.
Smith.
I keep
John
saying
Smith, governor
she'll
of
be back,
Virginia.
but today again I've lied.
Jamestown. While we were there, my daddy decided he would just take the steps up to the top of the Empire State Building. Is that right? Is that what's there?
Yeah.
That's Jefferson. No, that was the Lincoln Memorial, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, he just scooted on up to the top, and he met us there when we got there in the elevator. He beat us up to the top. There's the White House. Didn't have to have a fence around it at that time. It wasn't. Times aren't like they are now. There are people in line waiting to go into the White House. There we are, Gertrude, me.
There's your dad without his cap on. Might have had the red cap, so you don't want to lose him.
She left that kiss upon my lips, but left that break within my heart. Have you seen her? Tell me, have you seen her?
There's Mother and Daddy and Gertrude. And there's Wayland.
Reaching out to me, only she can set me free. Have you seen her?
Got a lot of red hair, Wayland. Yep. A lot of hair. All those buildings are. I think that might be the Treasury or something. There's so many buildings there.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else.
From there, we went on to Virginia to visit relatives at Mount Solon.
If she is bad, he can see it.
And there is
She can
my mother, Daddy. There's his red cap again, and Gertrude, Aunt Annie, and me and Earl, my first cousin, and that's Connie, another first cousin. And that was, I guess, Uncle Paul driving those mules.
he give up all his
Connie's a cute girl.
sleep out in the rain. If she said that's the way.
That was a horse, wasn't it? Wasn't a mule, I don't
I
think.
think so.
That's the barn at Uncle Paul's house. Had a huge barn there. Here's Wayland and Connie. I think I remember that damn Wayland. I hadn't thought about that, but I think when you picked her up like that, she wet your shoulders. And there we are, leaving. That's Uncle Paul. Ain't Annie. Yeah, and that's Richard and another cousin. That's Earl and me and Connie. And Wayland and Connie. And Mother. And Daddy. So these are the still pictures.
Yeah. And that really is, does not go with this patch.
That one doesn't go. I don't think they do.
I might have put those just at the end, just to highlight this.
It doesn't